Hi students, welcome to Plus 2 Computer class. We are discussing about database management system and the different terminologies that we are using in DBMS. So in the previous video, we already seen different terminologies of RDBMS and also what is RDBMS, Relational Database Management System. That means a relation or table present in RDBMS, and also different terminologies, tuples, attributes, then domain name, degree, cardinality and all. Then in this video we are going to discuss keys in DBMS. Keys in DBMS, and also we are going to discuss an important key in your practical, that is called primary key. Okay, clear? Then, so let us take this example. This also we used in the previous video. This is a student relation. This is a student. Actually, this is a table. Its name is student. It consists of 6 attributes and 4 tuples. So what is a tuple? A row in a relation is known as tuple. Then column in a relation is known as attribute. So it consists of 6 attributes and 4 tuples. Then suppose I want to access any of this row. How I will access? For example, if admission number, okay, look at the different fields of this table. Admission number, roll number, name of the student, batch, mark, result. Suppose I want to access some of the tuple from this relation, then I can't use like this. Batch is equal to science. Okay, if I write batch is equal to commerce. If I write batch is equal to commerce, there are 2 rows that is satisfying this condition. For the second row and 4th row, batch is equal to commerce. So that means there will be a chance of duplication. So we can't use batch for uniquely identify a student. Second one, what about name? You know, in your classes also same name will be there. So we can't use that name. Name also will be same. So there will be chance of similar names. So name also will not be treated as a unique identifier. Then what about mark? Definitely not. Then result also, values are repeating. And then what about roll number or admission number? So you know, to uniquely identify a student, we are using your admission number. Suppose you want to uniquely identify a tuple from a relation, you need a unique identifier. Okay, a unique identifier. So in this relation we can easily identify, we can use admission number. There will be no same admission number for students. All are having unique admission number. So normally for uniquely identifying a student or a tuple from a relation, we require a unique identifier. That unique identifiers are known as keys. Okay, to uniquely identify a student or a tuple from a relation, we are keys. Keys means these are the attributes or set of attributes used to uniquely identify a tuple from a relation. Okay, what does mean by keys? Keys are attributes or set of attributes that uniquely identify a tuple from a relation. For that purpose we are using keys. Clear? So in RDBMS we are using a new term called keys. Keys are unique. Keys are the unique identifiers. So the definition of key is, it is an attribute or set of attribute, not a single attribute, one or more attribute we can use to uniquely identify or recognize a tuple from a relation. Clear? So that is known as keys in a relation. That's why that table I given here. So by looking this table, we can easily identify for what purpose we are using this kind of key. To uniquely identify a tuple. Easily you can identify. You don't want to open all the rows. Okay, you don't want to open all the rows. Easily you can identify that tuple, because if you know the admission number of a student, from thousands of students we can easily identify that particular student. You know, for your fee payment we are using admission number, because there will be no duplication of admission number. You know, in every class roll number, that means class numbers will be same, no, 12, 13, that repetition also will come. But admission number, all the students has their own unique admission number. So there will be no duplication. So that's why through ECMS, when you are paying your fees, they are asking for your admission number, because that admission number act as a unique identifier. Clear? So key means it is a attribute or set of attribute used to uniquely identify a tuple from a relation. So in RDBMS there are different types of keys are available. So we will start with candidate key. So we will start with different types of keys in DBMS. Keys in DBMS. First one is candidate key. First key is candidate key. Okay, candidate key also known as or also used to uniquely identify a student. Candidate key means it is a minimal set of attribute used to identify a tuple from a relation or row in a relation. Minimal set of key. Okay, that is the definition. Minimal set of attribute to uniquely identify a row in a relation. Okay, here admission number can be act as candidate key. Then we can use admission number along with roll number. Okay, in some of them, suppose you want to your result individually, your +1 result or +2 result. When we are checking in your result individually, then definitely you want to insert your roll number and also date of birth. Okay, why we are adding these two features? Because that database treating your register number and your date of birth as primary key. That's the reason. Okay, that's why you want to write, you want to send two types of data. First, your register number, exam number along with your date of birth, because in that section primary key is must, a unique identifier is must. All the students' marks should be available in DHSE database. Suppose you are accessing your own mark, that means that particular tuple, your record, then you are sending your exam number along with database. So instead of single field, DHSE using two field to uniquely identify that particular row. That's the reason you are inserting two fields, register number along with database, that means date of birth. Okay, so first key is candidate key. This is a minimal set of key that act or that used to uniquely identify a row in a relation. Then here admission number we can treat as candidate key, admission number plus roll number. Okay, so now minimal set of candidate key. A candidate key is a minimal set of attribute that uniquely identifies. So minimal set of means always reducing the number of attribute. So we can use admission number only to identify, otherwise admission number plus roll number also. Okay, clear? So that is the speciality, first row of candidate key. Then next one, second key is primary key. Second key is primary key. It's very, very important, because after this chapter we are going to start our next programming section, that is called SQL, structured query language. In structured query language you want to use one unique identifier. For uniquely identify a row in a relation we are using primary key. So this is very, very important. As a Viva question this will come for your examination. What does mean by primary key? So the exact definition you want to say, otherwise the examiner will reduce your mark, because all these definitions are similar. So all the definitions you want to study. So what is candidate key? Minimal set of attributes to uniquely identify a row in a relation. Then second one, primary key. What does mean by primary key? Primary key is one of the candidate key. What is first definition? Primary key is one of the candidate key that is used to identify a particular row in a relation. So that is the first definition. So if you say primary key is used to identify a row in a relation, that definition is wrong. First you want to write primary key is one of the candidate key. Then okay, we already studied keys. If we are using one or more columns to represent or uniquely identify a row in a relation, then that keys are known as composite keys. Okay, if we are using one or more keys to uniquely identify a relation, that kind of keys are known as composite keys. One or more keys we are using. So here it is primary key. Primary key is one of the candidate key that is used to identify a row in a relation. It's very, very important because in SQL programming we are using primary key for uniquely identification. A primary key is one of the candidate key chosen to be uniquely identifier for the table by the database designer. Then the primary key is a set of one or more attribute. One or more attribute also we can use. That means admission number plus roll number also we can use to uniquely identify a row in a relation. But the suitable best key for uniquely identification is admission number. Then third key is alternate key. Next key is alternate key. The definition of alternate key is a candidate key, but that is not a primary key. Okay. Alternate key means it is a candidate key, but it is not a primary key. That key is known as alternate key. Okay, clear? So the definition is clear for all these three keys. What is candidate key? Candidate key is a minimal set of attribute used to identify a row or tuple in a relation. Second one, primary key. Primary key is one of the candidate key is used to identify or used as a unique identifier, or it may be one or more attribute. Then third one, alternative key. What is the speciality of alternative key? It is a candidate key, but it is not a primary key. So here admission number is treated as primary key. So we can use roll number as alternate key. Okay. Then one more key is present. D. Foreign key. Foreign key means we are connecting two tables together. For example, I am going to draw one more table. Okay, so what is this table name? Student table. One more table I am going to write. Batch code. Then batch name. Okay, otherwise batch, then batch code. We can write like this. Batch code. Science, batch code is S1. Then commerce, batch code is C1. Then humanities, batch code is H1. Okay. So first relation, student relation, and second relation, batch relation. So we can suppose I want to combine these two columns together, or I want to combine student with the batch. Then is it possible? Yes, because in student column there is one batch present. What is that? Batch. In batch column also same attribute present. So in both the tables there is one column is common. Which column is common? Batch. So we can use batch as foreign key. Okay, batch key or batch attribute as foreign key to connect these two tables. Okay, so we can use batch attribute as common to connect these two tables. So that kinds of keys are known as foreign key. That means a key is a foreign key if it is a primary key of another key. So here in this table, batch will be treated as primary key. Okay, here I am treating batch as primary key, but these two columns are common because here batch is treated as primary key. Here there is no repetition, only 3 values present. The same value also present here also. Okay. In your textbook also one suitable example is present how we are interconnecting two tables. Okay, so what is foreign key? A key is called foreign key if it is a primary key in another table. Okay, a key is treated as primary key if it is a primary key of another table. So that kind of keys are known as primary key. Actually, foreign key is used to link two tables together. For linking two tables together, we are using primary key. Okay, we are using foreign key. So hope you understood these are the different keys in RDBMS. So again we will revise what are the different keys in DBMS. So keys in DBMS, what are the different keys in DBMS? Primary key, candidate key, then alternative key, one more is the foreign key. So these are the four keys in DBMS. So first one, candidate key. What is candidate key? Minimal set of attribute used to identify a unique row in a table. Then primary key is one of the candidate key and also it is used as unique identifier. Then alternative key, it is not a candidate key but it is not a primary key. Then foreign key, a key is said to be foreign key if it is a primary key in another table. Clear? Then one more is the foreign key. How foreign key is used to link two tables together. Okay, clear? Then next two question, you are homework question you want to write in your notebook. What is primary key? Then define the term candidate key. Primary key and also candidate key. So it's very important. These keys are used to uniquely identify a tuple in a relation. So hope you understood. The remaining sections of DBMS and also RDBMS we will discuss in the next video. Okay then, thank you.